evening. It is Sunday night, and we are wrapping up this week. How are you guys doing?
Good. How you doing, Kate?
Good.
What's going on?
Hey, Kate.
I would like to dedicate this stream right here that we're having to my new best friend in the entire world, Robin Thompson. Robin has been in our chat for 3 entire hours prior to the stream starting. I appreciate your support so much, Robin, and I definitely want to take you to a nice hibachi meal. So thanks for stopping by, Robin. We love you.
Are you saying an actual 3 hours or are you exaggerating 3 hours?
No, I'm not exaggerating at all. She's legitimately been here for 3 hours now, like an actual 3 hours.
That's commitment for you.
I don't think that we have a bigger fan right now. I'm really I'm honored and flattered and all these really nice feelings. I love you, Robin. I really do. You're my best friend. I like when a good friendship comes out of all this, right? You know, we do our little streams, we hang out, and every once in a while a beautiful friendship blossoms from that. And I feel like that's what's happening between me and Robin right now.
I hope that's not going to be a hibachi meal cooked in your living room.
No. I want to take her to Benihana.
Right there.
Benihana's a nice joint, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I wanted to do today. Obviously, and we have the one, the only Desert Sentinel with us tonight. Thank you so much for coming. We always appreciate for one of his good old-fashioned arrest reports for all the arrests, because we've had a lot of Frauditor arrests this week.
Yeah, things seem to be picking up again ever since the COVID hit and people haven't been getting out as much. However, it was kind of concerning watching all the arrests being posted in the Discord, so we decided to go through them all, and we'll cap the week here and see what's happening. Yeah, no, and
I think that it begs the question: is it Frauditor arrest season already? It might be starting up, and that's we have hurricane season, and now it's Frauditor arrest season 2. And I also wanted to talk about my new future ex-husband. So people ask all the time, Kate, are there any activists and auditors that you like? And I'll usually say, yeah, and I try to name a few. They're few and far between, but this guy I like a lot. I like Michael Picard. I think he is fantastic. He gets shit done. He is a A+ level troll. He's provocative and intelligent and interesting, and I like his work, so I did want to talk about him. Are you guys familiar with Michael Picard?
No, I've never heard of him.
So yeah, he gets my endorsement. So I want to play a couple of his videos so that we get kind of an idea of who this guy is. He is in his 30s. He's from Connecticut. He has successfully sued the the Connecticut State Police for an incident where they accidentally recorded themselves on his camera plotting to stick him with some false charges. So the ACLU picked up that. He ended up prevailing through a settlement, and he does a lot of work through the courts, and he is just absolutely a free speech activist. What I like about him, though, is he's not rude. He's not overtly confrontational, and he doesn't whine and cry when he gets arrested. He really does take it like a man, and I can appreciate that. So this is a video. Now, he got arrested for breach of peace in front of the Stamford, Connecticut police station for holding a sign that said "Fuck free speech, Stamford Police," and it was a quote. And they ended up arresting him for this. Now, these charges were later thrown out, but just watch how he handles it and watch how he gets arrested, because if you are going to go out and do this, quote unquote activism, this is how you should get arrested right here, in my opinion.
Reaching the peace, and if you don't take it down, I'm going to have you arrested. But I'm telling you, if you don't take it down, you're going to be under arrest. So
okay, for what charge? I'm sorry.
Breach of the peace.
Okay, well, Collin versus California.
I'm just going to tell you once. You can take it down now. If you don't take it down, you're going to be under arrest. Your choice.
for breach of peace.
See these gentlemen right here? They're going to take you into jail. Take the sign down and go to jail. Okay, let's place him under arrest.
All right, I'll tell Joe. We'll make sure to bring the attorney over. Another violation of free speech right in front of the police department. Just like we said.
So that's that. But if you notice, he doesn't resist, right? He just put his hands behind his back and he went and he got arrested. And that is just.
Why don't you just go ahead and tell us what happened? All right, I guess he decided
sorry.
to clear his conscience.
That was going to play anyway. Yeah, but so what he does really, he doesn't drive around from police station to police station and film people working and then weirdly and voyeuristically, go into post office or anything like that. He tends to troll. Yeah, no, I mean, he didn't even, to be fair, Ed, he didn't even get the citation out before they arrested him. So he trolls political rallies mostly. And this is kind of where my introduction to Michael Picard started. And I'll explain kind of the context to this as we go along. So this is a little bit longer video. And this is him. He goes to a MAGA protest. Now, let's just be clear one thing about Michael Picard. He does not specifically target conservatives. He goes to Democratic events too. He just tends to troll these political protests and rallies and things of that nature, which I think is great because honestly I think that American politics are dumb. So there's that. But watch what happens here, and then we'll get into kind of how I found him and this whole situation with congressional candidate Rayla Campbell, and I'm saying candidate kind of liberally here, and we'll get into why. But just watch what happens here. This is great.
Hey guys, I am at this Trump rally organized by GLAP.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I can't either.
I was able to hear the
We don't have audio here.
Well, I was able to hear the first few seconds, and then I couldn't hear the rest of it.
Okay, hold on. Let's try that again then. Stop the screen, and we're gonna share it again.
Gotta love that bright orange shirt he's wearing too.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, like what he highlights through it's trolling. He calls it Trollivism. But while he's trolling these things, he really does highlight some interesting reactions, right? And some hypocrisy. And I can appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. So hopefully, hold on, let me make sure that we have audio this time. We do. Okay, so this should work this time. Sorry about that.
At this Trump rally organized by GLAP, God-loving American patriots. And I'm here with my Allah sign because Allah means God. And these are God-loving people. Allah bless America. Hey guys, is this the Trump circle jerk? Huh? Is this the Trump circle jerk?
Yeah. Get off that flag, please. Come on, man. Get off that.
I'm here to support you guys.
Allah bless America.
God bless America. Excuse me. That's
Get off the flag.
What the hell's wrong with
excuse
you?
me.
Yeah.
That's my property.
Yeah, it's your property, but
Excuse me.
American flag doesn't go on the ground.
This guy just so. Ooh.
Trump, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. You can go anywhere else. Don't make me use foul language in front of little kids. Get out of here.
Excuse me. Allah bless America. Give me
No,
back my
Allah
flag.
doesn't. God bless America.
This is my
Get
flag.
the hell out of Dodge. Don't let me see you step on that flag again.
Okay.
You piece of shit. I'm glad. Put me on video.
Take that back. Take that.
Flag and I'll put step on you. How's
Take that back, you meanie.
You can go to so many other places. We're not about that yet. So.
Yeah, get out of here.
But I want to be with you guys. I'm here to support Trump. I'm here to support
Get
Trump.
it off the ground. Get it
No.
off the ground. Get it off the ground.
Don't touch my property.
No, we're not going to touch your property. We're going
Just
to
get
touch
it
you.
off the ground. You're being disrespectful.
Why would
to
you
the flag.
touch me?
Because you're
Get it
being
off the ground.
disrespectful. We don't want you. Get out of here.
I thought this was a free country.
It isn't. Get
I'm
out
just
of
here to support
No,
Trump.
you're not here to support Trump. You're here to support some
Yes, I
stupid-ass
am.
agenda. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, I am.
Get the fuck out of here.
Allah bless America.
We had a black woman tell you Allah doesn't bless America. Allah hates America. So go
Allah.
fuck yourself.
I'm just here to support you guys. Yes, I am. What happens if I do this? What happens if I do this?
You're stepping on the flag. You
Get
know
the
we
flag
support
off the ground.
And you're here to just.
I'm just here to support Trump. You guys
No,
are being
you're here to cause trouble.
you guys are being jerks.
Yeah, we're jerks. Bye.
Jerk.
Later.
You guys sound like you need a hug.
Don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Please.
Please what?
It'll make you feel better.
I don't want a hug from you. I'm good.
I'm just here to support you guys. I don't get why you're being mean to me.
You're here to cause trouble. You're a wise ass. I don't like you. I don't like wise asses. You're dragging a flag on the ground.
I feel
No, you're dragging the flag
I
on
feel
the
like we got off on the wrong foot.
And maybe you should learn how to treat that flag with a little bit more respect. My father
You
fought
sound
for
like
it.
you need a hug.
No, I don't need a hug. I need you to stay the hell away from me.
I am away from you.
No, you need to get 6 feet. Back up.
6
6 feet. I have corona. Get away.
I have,
away.
I have
Get away.
corona too, so we can be together.
No, we can't. Get the hell away. God, I'll probably shove the stick up your ass.
That's not nice.
Good. Get away.
Say you're sorry. That looks really creepy, that Trump mask. We want to deep throat Trump. So within 5 minutes of arriving at the rally, the Trumpkins took my American flag and my sign and destroyed it. But I did get back my flag. Now I'm making another sign. Don't worry, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Allah bless America. Hey, guys. Allah bless America.
Back?
I'm back.
Ah,
Made a new sign.
okay, do you want me to rip that sign too?
You're going to rip it? Why would you rip it?
Let me get a
Because
video of it. Hold on.
This is America, and we only support, we bless our God.
Allah means God.
No, that's not our God.
That's
Our
Allah.
God is the Lord
Allah,
Jesus Christ.
Allah's God.
Now, I just want to interject here because I see people being like, what's the point? What's the point? He's trolling, right? He's trolling. He's not being rude. I mean, he's being pretty decent. But why this matters, what's important here is this lady over here in the American flag dress, the woman that they said, well, we had a black person tell you that Allah isn't God, right? Because Rayla Campbell's biggest accomplishment thus far is to become the token black person in the room. She is running for Congress. She's not on the ballot. She could only get, I believe it was 584 signatures when she needed 1,000. So she's a write-in candidate. But this woman is running for Congress, and she doesn't understand the separation of church and state and religious freedom and all this stuff. And she clearly hates free speech. What he did with this and her reaction was so incredibly illuminating and so important, because do we want people like this in office? I don't think that we do.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, I think the funniest thing about it is the fact that he had his sign taken from him. They tore it up. He went back to his car. He made a new sign and chuckled about it. You know? I was laughing the whole time with this. This was hilarious.
But he's right. Allah, the direct translation is God. I believe it's the God of Abraham would be like the actual translation to it. And he's not doing anything else other than walking around with the sign that says Allah bless America. So to evoke this kind of visceral reaction to that is extremely, extremely telling, right? Like that's, I mean, you know, he wasn't going you know, with a sign that says fuck the police, or, you know, like an Eric Brandt situation, you know, kill all cops or anything like that. Or, you know, he doesn't have a sign that even says fuck Trump. All it says is Allah bless America. And this is the reaction that he's got. And this is, I mean, this to me is this is good stuff. And he's funny about it too. He's funny about it.
Yeah. I see a comment, but Grower in the comments saying that it's the same reaction that Furry gets. Well, it's not, because Furry then screams and yells and wants to file private person's arrests against people who take their flag or tear up their sign, or people that like glue razor blades to their signs and all that sort of fun stuff that we've seen. This guy just goes with the flow, tells people that they need to apologize or if they need a hug, and walks away and comes back with a new sign chuckling, you know. So no, it's not the same reaction. Sorry.
Well, as it say, and Kate, you are right. I took Arabic first semester college, and Arab Christians and Muslims use the term Allah for God. So I mean, it's all it means.
Right. I mean, this is some low key racism right here. Like they're very Islamophobic, and he goes after. I mean, I actually, so I don't know very much about Rayla Campbell until recently, and we'll go into her in a minute once we finish up with this. But another woman that he kind of goes back and forth a lot is this woman named Diana Ploss, and I have gone back and forth with her as well. Like, right. So Diana Ploss is a grade A nutcase Islamophobe, just absolute ignorant. You know, these people believe that there is a conspiracy between the Middle East and the American, you know, the US government to put us all under Sharia law. Like, let's just, yeah. And I mean, Sharia law obviously isn't law. It's a set of religious guidelines similar to like, you know, the 10 Commandments in Christianity. So, I mean, nobody's trying to insert that into the American government. But watch what Rayla does here. And just keep in mind that she is running for Congress right now.
That is not God.
It is God.
No, there's only one God.
It is God.
Exactly. So why you down here anyway?
To support Trump.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. So you can just like go, leave. We're done. We're done with your hate. We're done with your hate. Go.
You're done with hate?
Yeah.
You just stepped on the
Yeah, and you're dragging the flag. You're dragging the flag. So pick it up. Get off. Get off. We don't need you here. You're disrespectful. We don't need you here. We don't need you here. We don't need you here.
Give it back to me.
It does not go on the
No,
ground.
seriously, give it back to me. Here we go. Destroying property over ideas.
Disgusting. You're disgusting.
Here you go. Here's my sign destroyed. Trumpkins are just as offended.
You know what? There's an officer right there. So
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
tell them that you're harassing us. Why don't you go over there if you want to do something? You're not welcome in this area.
Why not?
You're not welcome in this area because you're harassing us.
I'm just
You're
here to support Trump.
anti-American. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Please. You're a stalker. That's what you are.
I love Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I think that you should be removed.
We're all together.
No, we're not.
He's trying to incite violence.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Look at the sign he's doing. Look what he's doing.
You want to just hang out here? We'll go to the
Hold on one second. Hey, man, what's up?
Not much, you.
What's going on today?
Just here to support Trump.
Okay. You guys organized all this?
They organized it. I came because I wanted to support Trump.
Oh, you're part of it?
Yeah.
So again, your sign got damaged by someone.
2 of my signs.
2 of your signs got damaged.
1 is in the trash.
The other one's in the trash.
1 is here.
So a lot of these people just say they say you're inciting violence. We just want to make sure there's no issues. They're trying to do their thing. You can do your thing just as much as they can do their thing. Just try to avoid conflict as much as you can. You know what I mean? They have a lot more people than you do. You know what I mean? So I would recommend maybe doing your thing separate from them, just to avoid any potential problems for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you hurt or anything?
No, I'm not.
All right.
I just grabbed my sign and.
You know what? That's what I mean. So you just being close kind of incites them as is. So maybe just try to stay clear from her. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right. Other than that, we'll get out of here. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Where are you guys going?
None of your business, dude. Get away from me.
Can we
Hey,
hang out?
guys,
No,
somebody
get away
needs to
from me. You're all right.
spamming in the chat.
I got him.
Okay, thank you.
You're muted, Kate.
I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. So Jesus. So that's sorry, my window keeps doing two different like it's splitting what I'm doing with Google. So I'm trying to I just lost all of my tabs. I'm pretty annoyed by that. But yeah, so that's Rayla. And this is one of their interactions. Now, after that, he posted the video because he's making videos. That's what he's doing. And she actually filed a frivolous suit looking for $100,000 in damages, right? Because she claimed that video hurt her chances of getting on the ballot.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, Rayla Campbell is and so I started watching Michael Picard because of all this, and I honestly I don't agree with everything that he does. He's done some things that he went to a Back the Blue rally with a sign that said all pigs matter, right? And I was like, I don't really love that, but he's not overtly confrontational. He doesn't create a huge disturbance. He's not, diverting police resources to nonsense. He's not calling the police on himself. All in all, he stands for free speech, which I can get behind. And, not all speech is going to be comfortable or agreeable speech. It needs to be protected regardless. Right. So this is somebody, and I don't see him begging for donations. He every time that he gets arrested, there's not a ridiculous bail fund going up. He seems to genuinely be interested in the activism side of things. And, overall, I agree with what he does. And I really do appreciate his ongoing thing with Rayla Campbell, because this is a woman who absolutely needed to be exposed as possibly the most unqualified congressional candidate in the history of Massachusetts. Hands down. She's terrible. So that was one incident. So, I mean, in that, from all appearances, she assaulted him. And she stole his sign. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You don't want somebody like that in office. Now, on the subject of Rayla Campbell, she recently went on social media, and she's still, rabble rousing, going to these rallies, spreading this bullshit, really playing the narrative of this conservative Black woman, when the truth is she's just an ass clown. And she's not on the ballot. I just have to say that again. She's not even on the ballot. She couldn't, she's a write-in. She couldn't even get 1,000 signatures. So she goes on social media and claims that she was assaulted, right? She did nothing wrong to incite. She wasn't vulgar, and 2 teenage girls assaulted her. So as it turns out, there is video that surfaced of this, and I just want to share this too about what actually happened, because this is Michael Picard's arch nemesis, who has attempted to get a harassment order out on him. She, filed this frivolous suit. She sees him at places. She's assaulted him, stolen his sign. She clearly, she hates free speech, and she hates America. So this is the fight that she got into with these teenage girls, and it's pretty disturbing. I mean, I don't use the word hood rat very often. It's pretty derogatory. And, God knows I could be a hood rat, 9 times out of 10. But this woman is a hood rat. That's what she is. And this is what she does.
Triggered! 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 Go ahead, you're on video. Go ahead, go for it. Fucking go for it. Right here. Right here. Hold it right here. Fucking go for it. Go for it. I don't care if you're a woman. Fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here, you hood rat. Yeah, fucking hood rat. You're disgusting. Disgusting hood rat.
Go back to your parents' fucking basement, you losers. Go back to your parents' basement, losers. Fucking hood rat. You're the problem with this fucking world right here. Yeah. That's the only time.
So I see Fizzy asking who's doing the siren. That's Rayla. She has the bullhorn and she's blaring off the siren. I don't know. It's hard to hear because of her blaring off the siren, but you can hear her say several times, "You want to go? You want to go?" to two young teenage girls that clearly like they're going to fight. Like you don't want to be writing checks with your mouth right now, Rayla, that you can't cash, right? Because these girls clearly like they don't give a fuck, right? You're in New Bedford. This is where it occurred. Like this is the hood. You've got two ratchet girls here who are much younger than you and do not give a shit. They're not running for Congress. And you've got this woman with a bullhorn yelling at them, "Do you want to go?" Now, I don't know where she comes from, but where most of us come from, if you ask somebody you want to go, what are you asking them? Nobody?
You ask them for advice.
Yeah, you're asking them to fight, right? So you've got a 37-year-old woman going to two teenage girls, right? Asking, "Do you want to go?" She's asking to fight. Like, and this woman's running for Congress.
Disgusting. You make me want to throw up. Make me want to throw up. You're fucking disgusting. You're fucking disgusting, bitch. Fucking disgusting. Your parents must be proud. Your parents must be proud. Fucking losers. Fucking losers. Losers. Fuck you. Fuck you. You dumb loser bitches. Get your ugly asses out of here. Get your ugly ass out of here, you skank bitch. Get out of here, you skanky bitch. Losers. Losers. Lose. Cry baby. Trump's still your daddy. Trump is still your daddy, loser. Trump is your daddy, loser. Oh, we already got your plate, dummy. You're fucking touching her shit. That's assault. You can't touch people's property, you dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. You can't touch people's property. You can't touch anybody's property. I'm not touching your property. No, you're touching her shit and you're on video doing it. So it doesn't matter. You should have fucking kept rolling. You should have kept rolling, dummy. Trump's still your daddy. Trump's still your daddy. 4 more years. 4 more years he's gonna be your daddy. You dumb trigger. Fucking trigger. Trigger, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you know. That's all you know, you dirty bitch. That's all you know. Go back to eating Tide Pods, you fucking retard. Go eat some more Tide Pods. Get the fuck out of here, you dummy. You dumbass bitch. There you go again. Again, you're fucking touching it. Again you're fucking. Again. Again, yeah. Yeah, you're putting your hands on people's property. Don't be touching nobody's shit. Doesn't matter. You're out of your fucking car antagonizing us.
So I just want to, again, because she's blaring the siren with the bullhorn. She's screaming, oh my God. So she did just say to these girls again, "You want to fucking go," right? Like at any point, like a civilized adult human being who really desires a career in politics or any career for that matter, because this is just deplorable all the way around, but probably would walk away at some point, I would think anyway. But you've got her ally, her buddy there who's filming, screaming insults at these girls that clearly, again, like, do not write checks with your mouth that you cannot cash. They cannot cash it. You're old people. These are two young girls from the hood. They don't give a fuck. And like, you're just asking to get stomped out, right? But here we go with this. So Rayla has now told them, "Let's effing do this," right? Which is just really classy. And, obviously I think anyone who has any common sense would know that if you tell somebody, "Let's effing do this," like you're going to do it, right? Like it's about to happen.
Hey, you're out of your car antagonizing. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Hey, get the fuck off. Get the fuck off of her.
Please get off of her.
Get the fuck off of her. Get the fuck off her. Don't swing on me. Fuck you. I'm backing you up, bitch. Yeah, back the fuck up. You fucking dumb bitches. You're the one stop the car. You're antagonized. You stop the fucking car. Now you just assaulted somebody. No, it's all right. I'm calm. I'm calm. I am calm. No, I'm calm. They need to get the fuck off her. 2 people onto one. Is that how your bitches roll?
No.
Yeah, 2 fucking people onto one, right?
No.
No, it's all right. Back up. Wait, back up. Wait, I don't give a fuck. They're attacking her. They're attacking her. They're in her fucking face.
They put their hands on her first.
They put their fucking hands on her. Get the fuck out of here. You stopped the car. You wanted fucking problems. You're looking for trouble.
This confrontation shouldn't have
No, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. I didn't. I'm just pushing you off her. I'm not embarrassing. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing. We have our rights just like you have your rights. We have our rights just like you have your rights.
This is not worth it.
That's all right. Relax.
Jeff, you're antagonizing
I'm
them.
not antagonizing them. They're fucking Italian. They don't got to
get it,
attack
but you
them.
leave them alone, you walk away,
No,
they're just stupid.
no,
They're
no.
just kids.
There is diversity. What do you think she's fighting for? What do you think she's fighting for? She's fighting for diversity. She's fighting for diversity. She's fighting for your diversity. She's fighting for your diversity. I didn't do nothing. I'm getting you off because you got fucking 2 of you attacking one person.
Yeah, shame on you. Yeah,
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Oh, really? After you fucking assaulted me? You had a car. You had a
He didn't come in your car. Everything's on video. She didn't come in your car.
Oh, really? Really?
It's okay.
Oh, now you're playing the kid card. You're playing the kid card. You're playing the kid card, really? You're playing the kid card now? You're playing the kid card. You guys got out and started shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. Are you kidding me? Good for you. Good for you. Fucking people. For what? You just attacked her. You just attacked her. Oh my God, we don't have to be black. What is she? What is she if she's not black? What is she? She's fighting for your rights. You're attacking somebody who's fighting for your rights. You're attacking somebody who's fighting for your rights and your beliefs, you dummy. Goddamn fucking stupid fucking young kids.
Sorry, you can't go anywhere. The cops are coming. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, yeah, just like you did now, the both of you? Get out of here. Bitch, we got your plate, you dumbass bitch. No shit they did. They attacked her. I got it all on video. I got it all on video.
There's no cross complaint. There's video, Michael.
There is.
Hi, I'm Kara.
And obviously, as they start to talk about a cross complaint, the video stops. So, I mean, this is like, you couldn't pick a better nemesis as far as I'm concerned, Michael Picard. Like, she is just now. Hold on, Billy Mays, but wait, there's more. There is more on this raggedy ass ratchet bitch who wants to run for. So, let me share this with you too, because this has been all over the place. This woman is just absolutely out of control. So, hold on. There we go.
Can I point out one thing, Kate? It's best not to wear white when you go to a street fight.
Yeah, don't wear white when you go to a street fight. That's a good point. And it's very hard to tell from that video who swung first. But I mean, like this is just like a common rule of thumb. Like if things escalate to that point and you are over the age of like 22, walk the hell away. Like you are too old for this shit. You're gonna get your ass stomped. She's crying about a broken tibia and all this stuff. Like you asked for that fight, you got it. Like, all right, so. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at another thing that she did. So this is actually pretty funny. So Rayla was part of the Massachusetts for Trump 2020 Facebook group, right? And she ends up, let's read the full story here. She ends up getting blocked from this Facebook group by the admins of the page. They claim that her posts were just too off topic, self-serving, incendiary. It didn't have anything to do with re-electing President Trump, anti-COVID, things that just didn't fit in with the page. So she freaks out because she's been blocked. And I love, like, so we have screenshots here that were shared. She tells him, I don't care. I am Black Voices for Trump. Unblock me now. Everything I do has to do with the president. Me and him speak like kindred souls. Who the hell are you? Like, who is this woman? Like, you kindred souls. I've never seen President Trump get into a street fight with two ratchet teenagers from New Bedford, but okay. She goes on to say, I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of a little bitch you are. Come say it to my face, Brock. Brock is the person that she's talking to. So she's trying to fight this guy too. Like, are you kidding me? She goes, you're a joke and you're pathetic, but that's okay because you know what? Watch what I can do and what I'm going to do. So, I mean, she's threatening. So she actually ends up calling someone and leaving a voicemail, and WBSM gets a copy of this voicemail. Listen to this voicemail that this woman leaves on this person's voicemail about getting blocked from this page. It is ridiculous.
Hey, Tom, it's Rayla. We got a big problem. Brock, who works with the sheriff, decided that it'd be either funny or okay with him to block me from the Massachusetts for Trump 2020 page, which I need access to because I need to post and also get all of the event information. This needs to be fixed now because I will find out where this little motherfucker lives and beat him a new asshole. Call me back.
Have you ever? She's going to find where this little motherfucker lives and beat him a new asshole.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
I mean, so to wrap that up, you know, because I know we do have a lot of arrests to go into and stuff too. I love Michael Picard for no other reason than he has exposed this classless, you know, hot-tempered psychopath of a candidate for exactly what she is. She's a racist, she's a bigot, and she's absolutely out of control. And thank God, if he really did have an effect, as her frivolous complaint would state, if that video really did keep her off the ballot, thank God for that. Thank God for that. Because nobody like that should ever be running for office. I do not want anybody like that in office. Whether you are Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, Green Party, you know, the Chinese People's Party, whatever you are, I think we can all agree that that is not effective leadership that we're looking at there.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, Adam's saying, don't be surprised when Rayla reports this video. That's okay. Listen, we go toe-to-toe with ratchets like her and Furry Potato all the time. I'm not afraid of her. Really not.
Well, that was quite enlightening.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, he says, I like Picard for exposing Rayla. I like him for exposing Connecticut troopers and police for conscription and conspiracy to commit false arrest. Like, yeah, no, I mean, he's done some good things. And all in all, you know, his style is definitely, I mean, he's an antagonizer. He's trolling. Like, don't get me wrong there. I readily admit that, but he does it in a way that I think is clever and effective. Yeah, Gary says the problem with her isn't running. It's the people who would vote someone like her in. Well, let me tell you who her number one supporter is. Turtle Boy Sports. Are you surprised?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he loves her. He's got her. He goes with the bullhorns to do all this, you know, sort of ridiculous rabble rousing with her. I mean, you know, is it surprising when you have a big failure like Aiden Carney getting behind a big failure like Rayla Campbell? I don't think so. All right, so on to the arrests now. So Desert, rather, you have provided us with quite the comprehensive lists of arrests from the last couple weeks, and I do appreciate you for that. So I guess we'll start. Should we do chronological here or?
Yeah, if you just want to run down, I kind of flipped one. I kind of got a date out of place, but made the correction in the notes. But if you have them rolled up there, we can go over them.
Okay, so should we start with Minnesota Guardian then?
Yeah, we can go with that Capital Transparency, who is apparently with Minnesota Guardian on the night of October 12th.
Okay. All right. So this is October 12th, and let's see. So we have Capital Transparency. No, we don't know who he is yet, correct?
No.
No. Right. So this is a newer frauditor, and he was just arrested.
We're all finding new ways to learn at
Tell you
home.
what, Desert, I always knew you were beautiful.
Easy for kids.
He is beautiful.
Guys, Capital Transparency was just arrested by Minnesota State Troopers. He's right now on an obstruction charge at the LEC.
Hey, Pat, somebody's spamming chat.
We got him right here at the law enforcement center in St. Paul. He's at the Ramsey County Jail right now. Unfortunately, I do not have his full name. Capital was just arrested on a bullshit obstruction charge for when the trooper shined his light on Capital for simply just filming and being there. Capital took out a little flashlight that he had and shined it back at the trooper. The trooper arrested him for obstruction. So right now I'm trying to figure out what we can do to get him out. I don't know what his full name is. I don't know anything like that. So I'm not sure what to do. So I can't call the jail and ask because I don't have his full name. I know it's Steven something. His first name is Steven. Last name is like, it starts with a B. So call Flood Ramsey County Jail, guys. Call Flood Ramsey County Jail.
Well, that's going to help.
Share this to
that's
as
always
many
smart.
people as you can. Get this out there. Share this to all the auditors you guys know. Go in and ask for the roster. You can't. Look at how they have it blocked off.
That's probably
We
enough.
gotta get-
Yeah, I was gonna say always smart to call for a call flood, even more so when you're actually calling it a call flood. That's definitely smart. So we can go back to the originating incident. I wanted to play his version too, so we could contrast it with, the video that we actually have of what happened. So here's this
It's
one.
always good to see Tony Wickless again, our little chum.
Oh yes.
You think you have the right to come up behind my traffic stop?
This is a sidewalk, right, sir?
How about you? I'm good, man. What's your name? Steve Lynch. What's your badge number? 145. 145. Where are you, Sergeant? Look how you don't need it. I don't know you. It's a nice shirt. I don't think. What's your name?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Really? What makes you think you have the right to come up behind my traffic stop?
This is a sidewalk, right, sir?
Then you flash me with a flashlight? You think that's okay?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have an ID? What's your name?
I don't answer questions. Am I being detained?
Yes.
Sure.
Like he's not.
What crime do you expect me of committing? Okay.
You good? You're gonna give me your name?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't give you my name?
Yes. So what's your name? What is your name? I'm giving you multiple chances.
What are you going to do to me if I give you my name?
I'm gonna run your name, probably give you a ticket for a truck.
So, all right. I mean, am I being arrested?
If you don't give me your name, yes, you will.
Oh, I'd like to talk to my lawyer then. Come on. Yes. And what was your name? Trooper Mans. Trooper Mans? Mans. Means? I was on a sidewalk recording you. I don't care if you're on a interference, sir. You understand the First Amendment practice? You are. Here's the deal, Steve.
We had a decent view of it. I mean, we could see your.
You are 100% correct, but
So is the cow's word.
well, I got to figure out who you are.
You're missing that. You're missing it, dude. You don't need to figure out who I am. It shouldn't matter to you.
Transparency coming to you from the great city of St. Paul, where you get you get locked up for recording police. So, I mean, that's state troopers have need for investigation. Not only do they not wear body cameras, like what's up with that? Why doesn't the state police have body cameras? You telling me with all that riot gear and that they can't afford body cameras? No, I think there's a reason why they don't have body cameras. It's a choice. So I think there's definitely some investigation that needs to be done. But this is my beautiful walk back to the jail, in the Ramsey County Jail. The ride was free there, but it's a little bit of a walk back home. Anyways, so who do I see on the sidewalk? But that. How fitting. How fitting to find that on the sidewalk on the way back from a bad cop experience.
Is this a canine unit or does it just smell like one?
It's a canine unit. It's a canine unit.
Oh, there's a dog back there. It just took a week. Gross.
Well, I think we got the gist of that one.
Right. So all he had to do was identify himself and, maybe not interfere with the traffic stop. That'd be how you avoid that arrest. So we don't have documents on that arrest, unfortunately, but I'm sure we will be getting them.
Yep.
Yeah, I just loved it. The usual thing of, what crime am I'm suspected of committing, and the trooper came right back. Obstruction.
Right.
And what will you do with my name if I give it to you? Well, I'll probably run it and cite you for obstruction.
Right, give you a ticket.
You'll get a ticket and walk away.
Yep. Well, here's the thing is, one thing he said, they don't have body cameras, so they must be trying to hide something. Well, I know a lot of troopers don't have, and a lot of state police don't have body cameras. The state patrol here in Georgia, they don't have body cameras now. I think all law enforcement officers should have them because a lot of times it saves them when people are filing false complaints against them for whatever reason. But they do have, and I guarantee you, because the troopers have it too, and I think I saw it on his shoulder, they have an audio recorder. So I mean, it's a very similar thing. Now again, you're not getting the video, but it's still recording audio at all times when you're interacting with somebody as well too. So,
right.
Yeah, just don't do stupid stuff and you won't get arrested.
Yeah, that is. I see in the chat. Stop picking on my boy Fixa, everybody. For God, love God. We're not talking about Fixa right now. We love Fixa. Fixa will be good Thursday. All right, calm down. My guy. Anyway,
my guy.
So what do we have next on the? Okay, so next on the list we have Matthew James Ballin, who was arrested. And what is his name now? Hold on. Semper Fi Matt Auditor. So he was arrested for, can I share this?
Is it Semper Fi?
Yeah, Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Where's a Marine cap? Assuming he's a Marine.
All right. So we can see here that he was charged with disorderly conduct and trespass on the railroad right of way, both misdemeanors. He was booked 10/13/2020. So we do have, let me close out this one. And this one, and we'll get to his video. All right, so.
And where was this arrest at?
This arrest. Oh no. It just did it again, dear God. All right. I don't know why it keeps splitting my windows here. This arrest was, let's see what the department was. Sorry. Pitts County, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, and just of note, him and Carolina Auditor were present in Madison during the blind justice protest, by the way.
Okay, so he was there with them.
Yeah, he's part of the North Carolina crowd of auditing.
All right, and of course he's saying that he was arrested for free speech in Pitt County, North Carolina. But as we just saw, they did not cite him for free speech. He was arrested for trespassing and obstruction. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, we got one that snuck up behind me.
Just to say, I don't know which version this is of the video, but
Sorry.
it can be lengthy.
I do not answer questions.
10 minutes.
All right, there we go.
I just want to make sure you're on property because they said you were on property. I just want to make sure. You also need to know you got to stay off the railroad property too, right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Stay off the railroad track property too, right?
Yeah.
Stand.
We know.
Yeah. How's everything going? It's going great. That's it.
Yeah, Thunderbird, he's supposed to be sentenced formally in December.
So what did the officer or the deputy say to him? I didn't see.
Well, railroads have a right of way, and usually that right of way, they own that property, and there's a certain amount of property on either side of that railroad track that the railroad companies still own. I mean, it's one of the oldest, back in the railroad baron days. So you can't really be on railroad tracks. You're not supposed to be on railroad tracks. There's crossings. There's all that sort of fun stuff. You're not supposed to be walking down the rail line. You can get trespassed and arrested for that. And most railroads still have their own law enforcement, do they not? At least they used to.
I think I've heard that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's like Amtrak police, I know, in Massachusetts anyway.
Yeah, I was watching a court case that had to do with a railroad worker out of Barstow, and the railroad police were involved, and that was back in 2018. So they have their own law enforcement.
Okay, I'll keep playing this.
Did we lose sound on the video again?
Yeah, we did.
There it is.
You guys refusing to go back across the railroad track?
Here, I'll hold that. Oh, go ahead. Want me to hold it?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I don't answer questions.
Well, if everybody's playing bingo at home, I don't answer questions should be well covered by now.
Yeah.
Except for the Frauditor / sovereign citizen bingo.
Yeah.
All right, the captain's back. How you doing, Captain? All this resource is wasted because you don't know your property line, sir. Look at all this resources wasted because you don't know your property line. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. I even told you.
They don't necessarily treat us this way. All right. Very good. Thanks for holding it.
No, sir. This is public property. You don't have any right to tell me where to be in public. What's the matter with you? Yeah, that line right there. You can step on the other side. Don't get all bolsterous with me. Don't let your ego get away with yourself. All right?
Well, so far Carolina has baffled them with the BS of the GIS surveys. That's what it kind of looked like to me anyway when he was showing them something on his cell phone. Semper Fi Matt, Degen.
There's the city water main right there.
No, that's a cable line. That's a cable line. Yep. I suggest please don't bark at people who are doing nothing wrong and tell them to get off public land. What's your badge number and name?
It's Dildy 9978.
Same here.
We're out of here, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
You.
Listen, you do have to answer me because you're my servant, brother.
No, you're not.
You're my servant. You work for me. Who are you? Who are you to deny me access to your name and badge number? Okay, 406. I'm going to file a report on you.
So I just want to interject and say that's always a really good idea. When dealing with the police, you should definitely yell at them and call them your servants, right?
Well, yeah, especially right now in the game where they've pretty much kind of baffled them with their BS and they're going to leave them alone. It's not worth their time at the moment. So it's like, well, they'll go away as long as they don't step on the property. We're not going to bother them about it, right?
Yeah. And then, we have to go right back into this and decide that no, we're going to poke at them and call them servants instead. So that was really smart. And I feel like it's going to go really well from here on out.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I can't go on their property because get your ID, your driver's license, driver's plate. Walk of shame. And this is why there's a disconnect, people, with you and the people. Because of punks like you. Because of punks like you. You, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck do you think? That man did not ID. Why? Is that your policy? Is that your policy? Is it your policy not to ID yourself? No, you don't explain anything to me. I explain to you.
If you don't calm down and stop.
No, I don't have to calm down. I live in a free country.
All right, you're under arrest.
For what?
Disorderly conduct by abusive language.
Abusive language and disorderly conduct.
You stop cussing.
You do not ID yourself. Cussing is a First Amendment activity. It is First Amendment activity. I'm allowed to swear. I'm allowed to swear. I am allowed to swear. It's a First Amendment activity.
It's disorderly conduct.
It is not disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct is not applicable here. No, it is. You're falsely arresting me.
Okay.
You're falsely arresting me.
It's general statute.
You're falsely arresting me.
Okay.
I'm allowed to speak my mind in public, and you know this. I want to see your supervisor right now. No, I want to see your supervisor. When I request a supervisor, you're supposed to respond. I want to see your supervisor right now, and that's my right to do that. I want to see your supervisor. Let's get this straight. No, I want to see somebody higher than you.
You just saw him. He's the one you just cussed out too.
Yeah.
Have a seat. Just saw him.
I want to see you higher up. Do you have a higher up?
Not right now.
So there you go. Check your bingo cards for false arrest, and I want to see your supervisor, by the way.
Yeah. Now, Matt, say that you're arresting me, right? Now, and you're trying to get me in the cruiser. You've cuffed me. Can I, at that point, demand to see your supervisor? Is that how that works? I'm not clear.
I mean, you can demand it, but I don't have to get you a supervisor. But what ends up happening in a lot of these situations is because the auditors will create such a fuss that once, they call for, because most of the time police, whenever there's something else going on where they got to investigate, most of the time, and it's not just like a quick little thing, they'll call for backup. And and that was a good point. Yeah, he had sergeant stripes anyways, the guy that arrested. So yeah, he was a supervisor anyway. So but most of the time a supervisor will be en route. In fact, all the arrests that I've made, there's been a supervisor there anyway. So
yeah, I mean, all he had to do pretty much was stay off the railroad property and shut his mouth. That's it. That's it. All right. So who do we have next here? Oh, this is where it got a little bit. So our favorite Discord member, disco music enthusiast, and the one of the great minds behind the Roku channel for the Activist Network, that I'm sure is going to do really well, is Rogue Nation, and Rogue Nation got arrested as well.
Wow.
So that was and now refresh me, because I know I don't have any documents on this. What was Rogue arrested for? Desert.
Basically, again, another like disorderly obstruction, because he wouldn't just leave. He wouldn't just GTFO. He was at some place somewhere in Alabama, and They basically told him he couldn't be where he was at. It looked like it was even kind of like an off ramp to a highway situation, a work release area, some sort of work release program.
Okay.
So yeah, so Georgie got himself cuffed, and he was also lying to law enforcement. There was some car parked off to the side, and law enforcement went to go check it out, and he started yelling at him, "Stay away from my car." And then when they asked him later, so is this your car? And he's like, "No, it's not my car." And he's like, "Well, if it's not your car, then we're going to tow it," kind of deal. It was quite the comedy.
Okay, so we're going to play this, and now Robotic Warrior, who is also, along with Robin Thompson, my new best friend, is stating that this arrest was totally unjustified. So, you know what? We hear your opinion on this, Robotic. I'm hearing it. We'll entertain it. We'll take a look at it, and we'll look at whether or not, this really does.
Did we lose her?
Nope. Kate.
Yeah, she kicked out. Well, the problem is that George didn't identify himself, and you can agree with this, I think, Matt, is that when somebody just gives you a name, my name's George Metz, that's not really properly identifying yourself to law enforcement, because they have to be able to know who you are.
No, we need
either
a driver's license number, or we need your name and date of birth. So.
Okay. Sorry,
that's how we verify who you are, because you could be given a fake name. So
yeah, but can you verify with the social security number?
With what?
Social security number? That's what he gave.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he gave his social.
I don't know why he'd give his social security number out. I've never, most of the when I've run people through the system to verify who they are, most of the time, I didn't see anywhere where you could input somebody's social security number in there. It was usually by name and date of birth, or by their driver's license number. Although I'm sure it can be done somehow.
Seems you could be a good fit for our little company. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you offer health benefits?
Power does what it wants. Power does what it wants. Power does what it wants.
All right, guys, October 13th. We're out here in Mobile, Alabama. We are at the mobile community-based facility, which is a work release, I believe. So, Department of Corrections bus. It's right next to 65.
Can I help you? Sir, you're on state property. You can't be videotaping this facility.
What's the right video?
Robotic, you don't have to scream. He didn't get it arrested for recording and filming.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Got to make that money.
2 premium.
Oh my God.
Hey, can you find Alex's comment in there? Alex
Yeah.
09?
Let me find it.
Which one?
Thank you, Alex. He drives a minivan, Shane.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Okay. How may we help you today?
What?
You need to put another quarter in the slot of your PC.
Apparently.
You could stand 6 feet away for COVID. That's the first thing
Well,
you guys could do.
First thing, why are you here?
Doesn't matter.
May I ask you that?
Doesn't matter. It's a legally protected activity. I'm legally allowed to be here.
You got a card? May I see your ID, please?
I don't answer questions.
Failure to identify can go to Mobile County Jail. When I also ask you that, you have to identify yourself.
15-5-30 is the ID statute in the state of Alabama.
You are at a facility right now that
Failure to identify is an arrestable offense. So please let me see your ID, please.
I don't carry ID.
you don't have a driver's license?
I do. I just don't carry it.
Is it in your vehicle?
It's possible.
That's your vehicle there, sir?
Nope.
It's not your vehicle?
No, sure it ain't.
It's not?
How'd you get here?
That's not. Is that?
How did you get here?
None of that's legally
If it's not
required.
his vehicle, then we can tow it then.
Yeah, tow it.
And he don't have an ID, so he can't drive.
Right, so he can't drive.
Alabama state law says you have to have an ID card to drive or a valid driver's license to drive a vehicle.
That's right.
It's not that difficult.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they don't want you here.
It doesn't matter. This is a public ease. It's a right of way. Citizens are allowed to walk down the road here.
We have enough to deal with around here. We have a tough
Well,
job.
good. Then just tell them the law and then go about your day.
First of all, may I see your ID, please? When I also ask you to identify yourself, you have to identify yourself. You know you can be arrested for that?
Can I have a second to?
Do you know
to
you can
talk?
get arrested for that, right?
Can I respond to that?
Yes.
15-5.
Listen, I'm not gonna tell you, but one more time, you're gonna be taking a ride. I'm trying to give you a break.
Okay, so under threat of arrest, I will.
Listen, when I also ask you to identify yourself, you have to identify yourself.
You can just ask anybody.
Yes.
State of Alabama.
In the state of Alabama.
We don't know who you are.
Okay. All right. You got something to write with? You gonna remember my information, or are you gonna write it down?
What's your name?
George.
George what?
Metz.
Okay.
George
You from the
Metz.
state of Alabama?
Nope.
Where you from?
Doesn't matter. Not required.
then give me your camera. Turn around and put your hand behind your back for now.
So Alabama, the top ID state.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 15-5-30 is the
Nope, going in
statute.
my pockets would be illegal unless you arrested me. You are under arrest.
You are on the arrest.
Okay.
Pay it to identify.
You have a cell phone? You have keys?
Okay.
I did believe he belonged to a car over there.
Okay, then we tow the vehicle since it's not his. Put it in the back of your truck, right? Take the camera, please. Arrested for failure to identify. When the officer asks you to identify yourself, you have to identify.
Understood.
So he's been arrested for failure to identify.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you guys.
Sorry, have a seat. Sorry, have a seat. Unless I violated the law.
Now you're cool.
Yeah, that's all right. My lawyer.
Okay.
Nice chonings, George.
The bag has its roots in music, and it was
For
initially made
fuck's
for a
sake.
music producer. Once we had
Yeah,
the finished product,
no.
then I was like, okay,
Here, you can
I
skip
need
it.
to have the website. What I liked about GoDaddy is
Well, that's the end of the video anyway.
Yeah.
Power does what it wants, and now they're just more naked about it. Now they just put it right up.
So that's that.
When it's a stop ID state, they do not need any reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Well, here, I'll read it. I'll read it to you. It's very short. A sheriff or other officer acting as a sheriff's deputy or any constable acting within their respective counties, any marshal, deputy marshal, or policeman of any incorporated city or town within the limits of the county, or any highway patrolman or state trooper may stop any person abroad in a public place whom he reasonably suspects has committed or is about to commit a felony or other public offense, and may demand of him his name, address, and an explanation of his actions.
So what crime do they suspect?
Well, they
I sound like
had
an auditor, don't
suspicion
I?
that he was trespassing, more than likely.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's a state. That's a state prison facility. It's a work release, so I'm assuming it's a part of the Department of Corrections. So I'm assuming, you know, they've got a certain radius or something like that, where you shouldn't be around the facility or something like that. So I would say suspicion of trespass is probably their like that you were saying their reasonable suspicion there. So
Well, it looked like he was on a public easement, but I don't know. I don't know the law on that.
Looks like he was close to a pretty major highway too. The other thing is like many states, and there have been some auditor and a particular auditor here in California who has prior felonies and wandered onto a state prison facility and was arrested and convicted of felony trespass. George, being a prior felon, could run into other issues if he had actually trespassed on the property, and that was a state type prison facility. I don't know what the laws, the statutes are in Alabama on that sort of thing, but most states, I would say, have a statute against somebody who is a felon being on state prison property without permission is criminal trespass, and usually a felony.
Well,
so the point of conduction is whether or not he was actually on property or not.
Yeah, but he did fail to obey. It's in the statute. You have to give your name and address. And when he said, it doesn't matter, boom, 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 he got cuffed.
I was about to say that, like, if we have somebody's name, we need either, you know, we need their name and date of birth. We need their driver's license number. or what state they live in. So, you know, the
All right.
Yeah, well, okay.
No.
What, Pat? What was your question?
No, I'm not sure if the officers were justified or not in requesting his ID or his name, his information, because they suspected that he was trespassing. Whether or not he was trespassing or not, that's still a reasonable suspicion they can get his ID.
I mean, I believe so. I think they were justified in asking him to ID himself. So,
okay.
Robotic Warrior disagrees for what it's worth. All right. Next on the list, Brian Loma, who is Cut the Plastic, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And he was arrested on 10/14, right, for obstruction of street passageway. Now, we don't have a video on this, correct?
Not exactly. There was a stream, and Eric was trying to find a video of the actual offense, because this was an offense prior to this week, and they came back with probable cause to issue a warrant, and apparently they found Brian somewhere, because he's been very active out live streaming the events in and around Denver, Colorado. So they probably could track him down pretty quick. So
Right.
the information that I understand is they issued the warrant and they figured out where he was, and they went and snatched him up off the street and took him in and booked him. And I believe he was released. It's, a minor offense, but it is still an arrest. So
It is an arrest.
oh yeah, somebody made a good point in the comments. In a lot of states, you can't walk along, the side of a highway, and that looks like a highway. So it's illegal for a pedestrian to do that. So that could also be, I don't know if that's what they're basing there, because there's no sidewalk there, so it's not. I wouldn't say there's a public easement there, so it's not really. I wouldn't say it's public easement.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I think that,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing in the comments, there's a little bit of disagreement on whether or not that was a justified arrest.
Well, I'm not saying either way or the other. It's an arrest, and in many
Right, right.
cases on these lesser charges, many of them get dismissed after time. It is an issue. He got arrested. Rogue came in to the Discord and mentioned that it took him about 5 hours to get released. So that was 5 hours out of his night that he had to deal with. I don't know if he had to get a ride back to his vehicle or if they found it and towed it. I don't think so. But, it's disruptive to your life, especially when you don't live in the state of Alabama. If they want to have a couple of hearings before they finally decide whether or not to prosecute this, he may run through a couple of hearings. And, by the way, you do not understand the term hearsay when it comes to the law.
So
Robot.
articulable reasonable suspicion, or RAS. The definition of RAS is a set of facts or circumstances that would lead a reasonable officer to believe that a crime has been or is going to be committed. So it's not just necessarily facts; it's also
Oh,
circumstances.
okay. So they think he might have gone on the property, and that was good enough reason.
Yes. So them talking to Robotic Warrior saying, "Oh, you need facts." No, you need facts or circumstances. So there's enough. I would say what the prison employees were saying, and him being where he was. Like I said, I don't know what the. Also, too, if Alabama has some, I don't know their law because I don't live in that state, so I don't know if they have some provision that the prison has, or any state correctional facility, whether it's a jail, a prison, or whatever, has a certain radius around it that you can't, you're not supposed to be inside.
Well, the point being is he wasn't arrested for trespassing. He was,
Mhm.
according to Alex 09, he was arrested for disorderly conduct and failure to obey. So facts come out in court. That's what the finder of fact does. People bring their evidence and they present it, and then the fact finders make a determination of guilt or innocence. So please, let's follow the procedure here. And if he does get dismissed, I'm sure we'll hear all about it in Discord soon enough. So,
and we'll follow up certainly.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next arrest, and this has got to be honestly one of my favorites, just for the video itself. So this is an auditor that we actually haven't talked about. I was just introduced to him through this short clip in this arrest. So this is SoCal Al, and he was arrested on, excuse me while I pull this up here, on 10/16, and he was released for obstruction. I'm not sure what the public officer etc. So I mean, looks like it was obstruction is what it was. And just check out this video, guys. That's all I can really say about this. This is a video that he took. Now, originally, this video was titled "Help," just help. And it has now been updated to "Help, I was beaten and arrested." And I don't believe that he was beaten. There's no evidence to suggest that. But just look at what this guy does during his arrest. It's quite something. Let me just make sure we're going to have audio here. Yes, we are. Okay, good.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
Is he on a bike or is he just walking? I can't tell.
Bicycle right now, yeah.
I was just taking a break. Sir, please. Help me! Help me! Please help me! Help me! I cannot go to jail! Oh my God! No! No! Gilbert! 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 Come in here! Gilbert! 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 No, my God! Oh my God! No! No!
Yeah.
Oh my God! No! Gilbert! 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 Help me! Gilbert! Pick me up! Oh God! No! 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 Oh my God! Oh my God! No! Oh my God! Oh my God! I was just leaving. Oh my God! Oh my God! Gilbert, pick me up, brother. Gilbert.
What a lunatic.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What the hell is that?
So the circumstances surrounding it aren't readily apparent, but it looks like, at some point he did something to garner police attention and then wisely decided to run.
and it's not the first time.
Right.
I've been kind of keeping a look at Alvaro Manzo here for quite some time because he's not too far away from me. He runs around Fontana, California. He's usually found either up and down Sierra Avenue, which is the downtown area there, just south of Foothill Boulevard, which is where all of the city offices are. And much of his running around on a bicycle is there surrounding Foothill and down to Arrow Highway. So, and it's interesting, I never caught the transition where he was driving. He had a car, and there was a couple of detentions that he had in the past where he was in his vehicle. All law enforcement knows him down there. They all know him by name, and even some of the surrounding agencies, and they treat him pretty fairly. I remember watching a video where he was doing the same thing, where he was screaming and yelling bloody murder. And when law enforcement finally caught up to him, they said, "Hey, we're getting 911 calls on you, Al, and you're wandering in and out of traffic, You seem impaired. Can we take you home?" They weren't even going to arrest him. They just wanted to get him safely at home. He was on foot. But yeah, he's running around, and one of the last videos I saw him, he was running around looking for cherries and berries, and he was recording traffic stops. He went up to a gas station, which is there at Sierra and Foothill, and law enforcement had pulled in there and were kind of parked. And he went screaming towards the cruiser with his, well, not screaming towards it, but he went barreling towards the cruiser on his bicycle. And when he got up close to the cruiser, he screamed out at him and then turned around and ran off. So I don't know where his head's at right now. He has been seen with some of the Southern California crew in the past. He has shown up to an area audit of a church with you-know-who in Fontana in the past. So,
Desert, do you know if he's got any sort of mental conditions or anything like that?
I'm not a doctor.
Right.
Well, I didn't know if somebody had done enough background on him to know or not.
Yeah,
he said something about them telling him that he was impaired or something like that.
Well, the impairment was they thought he was drunk.
Oh, okay.
That was expressed in the video by law enforcement that he had something on board. He was impaired. He may have been drunk.
Gotcha. Okay.
Apparently, from what I've caught in a few of the videos, he may have a drinking problem.
That's unfortunate. Okay, now we have the last one. And now I haven't even been keeping a good tally. What are we at? 6 arrests right now?
Quite a few.
We got the last arrest for the week, which will be number 6, and this happened late last night.
And this is six in 1 week. That's like almost one a day. I mean, this is arrest season. So this is I'm sorry, West Coast Digital, right? So Roger Diaz, and he was arrested last night and charged with obstructing a public officer. And this is going to turn into kind of a big deal because of his connections with certain other auditors. But now, what's your impression of this arrest, Desert?
He didn't GTFO. He's at a murder scene. Mm-hmm. They got close enough to zoom in on the body. Law enforcement was having to push back the area for evidentiary, because it's in a parking lot. Somebody got killed in a parking lot of a shopping mall or some other business, and they started pushing back. I also did a little bit of a search. Sometimes when you have a portal, and this portal is a intake list to the local jail, and this is Fresno County, and they have a real-time list of bookings. So I'm watching the booking, looking for his name. I've had his name for quite some time. Never had a reason to report it before, but I've had his name, and I'm looking for his name in the booking. And I like to scroll through, and I like to see some of the other things that are coming into the jail that night. And there are, just in that evening, more than one felon with a firearm out running around selling drugs. People, concealed weapon, stolen vehicle, felon with the firearm. This is what the local law enforcement is dealing with within the hours of this guy getting in some law enforcement officer's face after a murder just happened.
Right.
They don't seem to understand. And Fresno City isn't that big of a city. I doubt that they have very many law enforcement on duty at any given time. And they're out there pulling people out of stolen vehicles with firearms that are felons and or known to be substance abusers, because those are the charges that I was seeing last night. So anyway, we'll see how he conducts himself and doesn't understand that he needs to GTFO.
Right.
So they keep extending the crime scene more and more and more, and then once they extend it and we're out of it, they have to extend it even more. I think they want us over there on the corner over there where the light is, which is crazy. Yeah, these guys don't want us to see this. They don't want us to film this.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go, man.
What?
Come on, let's go.
I was here already, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, don't touch me, dude.
Let's go.
Don't touch me, dude.
Hey, listen to me,
Don't
dude.
touch me, dude.
I'm not trying to make it hard for you.
Don't
You need
touch
to
me,
get
dude.
out on the other
You're
side of
making
the
it
table,
hard
right?
for yourself.
Dude, you need to get out on the side of the table. Come on over here. Let's go.
Hey, that's my phone, bro.
You're gonna get arrested. Hey, listen. You're gonna get arrested.
You're
Get
live
out.
right
Let's
now.
go.
You're live
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
go.
You're violating my First Amendment right.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do, man. You already took my property, man. Film this. You already took my property. Pete Chang, Fresno Police. Sir, please step over. I'm not leaving without my phone.
Come over here.
I'm not leaving without my phone. Pete Chang, live right now. Everyone's watching you.
It's okay. I'm recording too.
All right, that's good. I'm not leaving without my phone, sir.
Your phone's over here. Come on, let's go. Drop, man. Put his phone right here.
Oh, in the water like that? Fucking dick. Yeah, you see the fucking sprinklers on? Hey, fuck yourself. Then get back to work. Wow, you guys see this? Yo, I got his phone right now. They put it in the water too.
Left it back in the ground.
Huh? Nah, I don't want to get damaged, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. Like that? And they're putting him in cuffs, guys. Yo. Wow, guys, you see this? Also, so they're leading him away. Yo.
Hey, First Amendment right.
Hey, call for a supervisor. Hey, get a supervisor.
Hey, supervisor.
Hey, supervisor. Wow. You guys see this?
No. Hey, listen to me. That's his property. He doesn't want anybody else to have it. You're in possession of stolen property.
It's not stolen property, asshole.
Listen.
It's not stolen property, bro.
He wants his phone. He's getting arrested. Give me his phone.
What is he getting arrested for?
Don't worry about it.
Hey, don't rip my shirt,
Don't worry about
asshole.
it. Jesus Christ.
Shit.
What is he getting arrested for? Wow, fucking tyrant.
Look for wagon for this guy. Call for wagon radio.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me get right.
Where's Taylor?
Taylor's okay.
There was no description, just heard someone running from the hospital.
Victor 32 on channel 3.
You need to get Felipe Hemming on the phone, and then you can identify.
Victor 32 on
On my
channel
road right here, Felipe Hemming.
I'm not going to question you on anything. I'm just trying to.
I got no. I'm not answering no questions, man. I committed no crime here. Hemming.
So I don't know if you heard that because it was kind of low. He wanted them to call his attorney Felipe Hemming. Felipe Hemming is not an attorney. And for some reason, these guys still seemingly cannot get it in their mind that his wife, Krista Hemming, is the attorney. And I don't think, Felipe, Krista, they'll do everything they can for him if they retain those services. However, I know Felipe Hemming, and I know if you're in this situation, he always says GTFO. They can do more for you in a civil rights action when you're not getting thrown into a cage over a criminal act. So
Right.
if your rights were violated, you don't have to get arrested to have a civil action against law enforcement. But I doubt there's any issue here because of the fact that they can push the crime scene back. They can push it back to fucking San Diego if they want to. So, oh well, sorry.
Yep. And it's just sad and disgusting that these people, it's like Omaha filming the rape victim, in the ambulance. There's a murder scene and they're trying to film that. And it's like there is a common decency that people need to have, it's so sad they want to, so that's somebody's loved one that got murdered, regardless of who they were. So, that's just sad. So, but no, Desert's right. They can push crime scenes back to make sure, because they're looking for evidence, they're looking for all kinds of stuff, and if they feel like the crime scene is very wide because of whatever the circumstances are, they can push that back quite a good bit. So,
yeah, I don't see that case turning out the way that West Coast Digital would want in that case. That was pretty cut and dry. And I always love the way you can't arrest me, and then somehow they arrest you anyway. Like, yes, they can. They just did.
And for me, West Coast Digital in the past has been pretty good. He was not in the realm of being disrespectful. Unfortunately, I've seen him turning more towards the LA crew and more towards how they do things. And apparently it caught up to him. This is a minor offense. He is going to have to travel, if they choose to prosecute this, back and forth between counties. He's going to have to go up to Fresno to do it now. So there's going to be some travel expense, and we've all seen how that goes with some of the California auditors where they're traveling halfway up the state because they caught a charge. Some of them eventually get dropped or dismissed or adjudicated not guilty, but you're going to have to do the time and travel and expense and all that fun stuff to do it. So good luck to him.
Yeah, that's 6 arrests in 1 week now. So that is absolutely, that's an uptick. That's more than we usually see all at once. And I'm sure there's more to come here. I think the season has opened. It started.
I have one more that somebody requested, unless you want to wrap it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Throw it on us.
Brian Loma.
Oh, we do have a video of that arrest?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
In Colorado and
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
Well,
I just pulled up.
Oh. what's going on is they came down and closed it down. But everyone that is unhoused, 40 people got a student hotel voucher for tonight. But we are coming back down here tomorrow as well.
Okay, so there's supposed to be an overnight vigil.
It was supposed to be
90
81 hours. For 81 hours. But unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. And I'm not trying to no one because they are going to enforce the camping ban.
They're going to enforce the camping ban. So that means that if somebody's asleep in a tent,
yes,
they will be arrested.
Yes. And so they gave 40 voucher for the people that was out here.
Out here at the time.
At the time.
Point in time. Okay.
And they are so right now we could leave them up and stay out here, but that's the
just can't get in them.
You can't get them.
Okay.
So
what about the other aspects of the camping ban, like covering yourself with a blanket?
That as well. I think talk to Teresa on that one.
Okay.
I do know that even gets been out here, that's part of the camping ban. So they're going to enforce the camping.
What about the street? Because my understanding was the street was legit.
Well, right now, this from my understanding, what Teresa and I negotiated was the fact that they got hotel vouchers, the tents. We got I can't tell you exactly because I can tell you off there.
Okay, great, fantastic, thank you. Hold on, wait, one more. I gotta zip up. So. No, you're good. I'm gonna go inspect my employees. Yeah, okay. We got badge numbers on. Name tags on. Can I get it, please?
You're under. Freak out. Are you fucking kidding me? Go, you fucking talk
What the fuck? Before we leave, can I just park my keys so my car can be moved?
Absolutely. Where's the keys at?
Just check the pockets. I'm giving my car so I don't get towed anymore.
Who do you ever have your keys?
Check the back or side pockets.
Hold on.
Dang.
Wait, what happened? I'm very confused.
I'm a little bit confused too.
Well, he had a warrant.
Oh, he had a warrant?
Yeah, they know who Brian Loma is downtown. They know exactly who he is.
Jeez.
He got a warrant. It was late September. It was the charge, blocking the roadway or something, obstructing a roadway or path. Must have been during one of the riots. He didn't, clear the street. They got him on video. I'm speculating, by the way, so don't get me for hearsay.
Yeah.
And they took it to a judge with their probable cause, and they issued a warrant. It's a minor charge,
Huh, that's funny.
So he had a warrant, and he's out there demanding names and badge numbers.
I'm surprised he doesn't know them all by name. Anyway, he's out there often enough. He probably knows who they were.
Well, they certainly knew who he was.
Yep. So there you go. I mean, 2019, a heavy week on average was 6 to 8 arrests. We've got 6 arrests this week of note. There have been some other arrests here and there. There's been some first-time auditor arrests, but they're a couple weeks old now that I've been getting informed about. But certainly with places opening back up, the COVID issues being relaxed a little bit more, people are, getting frisky and want to get out there. These little piddly things that, for the most part are seemingly avoidable as far as getting a 148 in California or anything like that. We're going to start seeing these little arrests and a lot of new people. I've seen a lot of new people popping up following the myths and ideologies of the First Amendment community, and it doesn't seem to go well for them.
Right.
Oh, Desert, you're exactly right, because as the COVID restrictions relax, the jails will probably, because in fact, while I've been working, they were telling, that they would start accepting, originally when COVID started, they weren't accepting even DUIs. You know, they were only if you had a felony or a violent crime. That was the only people they were accepting in the jail. So now that they're starting to open it back up a little bit, I would think a lot of places they'll start taking small stuff like disorderly conduct or obstruction, that kind of stuff.
I saw a comment in the chat from JBS. Yes, inmate W114275 is still facing charges in Indiana.
Yes, as well as there's some open charges in Massachusetts as well. Actually, and this is kind of a funny, I shouldn't say funny. Yeah, it is funny actually. So he had a court, Joshua Abrams had a court date for harassment on the 14th. Obviously, he didn't make that court date because he was in jail, in prison rather. So they issued a default warrant on him. Yeah. Yeah. So now, and this we've seen this happen before with like the straight pride parade arrest that interfered with his, new charges. I mean, his old charges with the robbery at the time. He didn't make the court date. There was a warrant. They sorted it out. So, but I mean, I would assume that when he is ultimately released, and finishes his prison sentence, then he's going to have to answer to, the harassment charges, the conspiracy to commit to violate drug laws, and the straight pride parade arrest as well. So he has 3 open charges in Massachusetts, 2 open charges in Indiana. So still not out of the woods yet.
No. Hi, hello again, everybody. I do want to say that all these people are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. And that fact is that many of these smaller arrests that we are going over this week, many of them don't get prosecuted or are eventually dismissed at some point in time. I would say maybe 2 out of the 6 here may be adjudicated guilty. We'll see.
Right.
Well,
that's my prediction.
I think, the reason for that varies, though. It's not necessarily because the cases are bad. It may just be the prosecutor doesn't want to charge the case because they've got so much other stuff they're worried about,
Yeah, some of them, they just don't pick up. They look at it and they go, yeah, especially out of state stuff. I would probably bet that Rogue's Alabama business would be dismissed or not prosecuted just for the mere fact that he's out of state. They probably won't pick it up. Who knows?
Yeah, and if it's a minor enough charge and he's out of state, they're not even going to worry about it probably.
Yeah. So don't worry about it, George. We're right behind you. We got your back, buddy. Don't worry. I look forward to having fun with him in Discord. We have good discussions in Discord. Rogue Nation and the rest of us. He's not really a bad guy. He's misinformed sometimes. He interpreted the no ID, the ID law of Alabama, and he got caught up in it. So, unfortunately.
Yeah. I do see, RB Texas getting thrown out there. Earl, Blind Justice. These are things we can definitely talk about on Thursday. We are always on a time constraint when we stream because I'm just not somebody who can tolerate 4-hour live stream. Sorry, guys. We do have some more information. Somebody in our Discord, actually, I don't know if he's in here now, but Lou Sasso had gotten some more information about, the GoPro and some things surrounding that. So we do have some more information coming out on Blind Justice, of course, because he is now decided that he's less of a First Amendment auditor and more of an ADA advocate. And it seems like his main complaint is that he was sent to jail and they treated him like he was in jail while he was in jail.
Yeah, there was some information that came out about that particular facility that they do have a disabled veterans something available there.
Right.
That's some more information coming out that seemingly is not right in what they were saying, that they didn't have certain services available to them there. So we'll have to be checking. There's still a lot to be digging into that business.
John,
I can't even keep up with
that. Blind Justice. Hit me up and we'll plan something for Thursday. So then Thursday we can definitely discuss Blind Justice at some more length. I know that we also have some things coming up about News Now Houston, thanks to Dick Family Values. We've been in contact. They do great work. And they are going to be helping us out with kind of a refresher course in the human garbage that Earl David Warden News Now Houston really is. So, because there's no month that goes by that we couldn't use a reminder of his egregious record. That's important.
Yeah. Do you have the interactive timeline that myself and the Frog put out that had our mutual channels removed for terms of service violations on YouTube?
Yes, no, we do have that.
Okay, just checking.
What is that? I haven't heard of this.
Have I heard back from Senior Chief Shipley yet? No, I still have not, but that request has been put in, and it is a 4 to 6 week wait. I do apologize for the length, but I can't control that. And I know 2 other individuals have also put in requests for these records, and I think it's gone after. I mean, it's gone beyond that 4 to 6 week waiting period. So, there's definitely something going on there. But as soon as we get those records, you guys will be the first to see it. Trust and believe, we'll be sharing it with everybody.
Did the Guardians of the Green Beret, did they ever get back in contact with you?
They did. Yeah, they're the ones who put in the request for me.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So that's probably about it.
All right, again, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kate, for having me on again.
No, thank you. We always want you here. And Matt, you're always wanted as well. And Pat, of course. Thank you so much for your technical wizardry.
Always my pleasure.
And I just want to give one final shout out to my love, my lady love, my boo thing, my sun, my earth, my moon, my stars, Robin Thompson. Thank you so much for being at this live stream. It's now been a total of probably about 6 hours that you have spent on our channel. We always appreciate it. Robotic Warrior, thanks for stopping by. Murfra, love you. My guy, Fixa, thank you for coming by. Brown Eyes Gal, Grubbo, so many of you. Casey Anthony, glad to hear that you got out of that sober living facility. We'll hang out real soon.
Make sure you guys
Discord too.
like the video, subscribe to Masshole Report, and also check out the merch store. I saw somebody put the link in there for that. Please buy some merch. They got some cool stuff on there.
Avalon 4, thank you. Rebecca, thanks for coming by. Fizzy, of course. Jen, I've never replaced you. Jeff. All right, guys, have a good night, and we will see you on Thursday.